right then. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, Juliet Zulu, VA3CJZ, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also stream this net on YouTube so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search, VA3CJZ, and you can click on the live button to follow along. Tonight's title, now I've been having some audio issues, and so tonight's title is not AREG, it's VA3CJZ Livestream, and you can find that with today's date. And so I also want to say thank you to Mac, VA3IMW, for also streaming this net tonight once again as a backup. And hopefully, if all goes well, like the way I got the audio to work on my streaming software should not be working, but let me know if you can hear people that are, when they check in on the radio. That was my main issue. All right, so let's see if there are any time-sensitive, mobile, or priority traffic stations who would like to check in. Please come now. Oh, maybe if it helps if I put my earbuds in. All right. Well, nothing heard. Let's open it up to anyone and everyone with a valid license who would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. By the way, this is week 1,703 consecutive weeks that AREG has been on the air. And so we're going to be hitting 33 years of service in September. All right, who'd like to check in? Please come now.
3 BMW.
All right. Okay, I got one there. VE3 BMW. Bill, come on in.
I'm sure I got the right microphone here. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening to all on frequency. Yeah, we're just sitting in the shack here and just playing some FT8. And I hooked up the Pac 12 antenna. Pac 12 antenna. And first contact Germany, second contact Italy. So I guess it's working.
Oh yeah, right on. Oh, that's good. I know I've had trouble listening to DX there today, so I don't know how you did it, but right on.
Well, FT8 is a little bit different. It's a low power, allegedly low power frequency, and or power frequency. So, and it's digital in a very, very narrow band, like maybe it's very, very narrow, and it seems to punch through. I was listening to some voice on there. Yeah, I was getting some stuff in the States, but nothing too far away. But yeah, for FT, I'm getting all over the place. The furthest I've been so far is Australia, and what's the map here? I'm looking. I think Dubai is the next one. Is Qatar is the first. Next one is first away.
What did you say? Guitar?
Guitar is Gatar.
Oh, okay. That's unusual. Yeah, right on. Well, very good then. So looks like you're having lots of fun.
Yeah, but the weirdest one I got, I think to date, I've never talked to this guy before, ever in my life. It's a little island in the middle of the Atlantic, and it's called Porto Santo. It's a little island. About half the shows the airport on is about half the size of the island.
The airport is probably the reason there's anybody on the island, Roger.
More likely. Well, I was looking at the actual pictures of it, and they have a lot of. Apparently, it's known for its sandy beaches and long shorelines, and it's quite the tourist spot. And pretty part of Portugal, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's definitely tourist driven.
Yeah, anywhere with a white sandy beach is, I think. And so I think earlier you were saying Qatar. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I don't know if I have Qatar or Qatar um, in my log. So congratulations. That's quite the distance. Middle East is tough, um, and as well as Oceania. But for some reason, lots of Japan. I have lots of Japan contacts, but the rest of Asia, not so much.
Well, it's funny. I haven't got a Japan contact yet. I've got everywhere else. The furthest, well, it's Australia. It's been one up down south as far as it's called. Let's look at the map here. Joinesville, way down, about halfway down South America, and a whole crap load in the States, of course, and but one in Australia and one in Antarctic.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, congratulations again there, Bill. Good job. All right. Well, thank you for checking in and sharing that information with us. Anything else before I do another call out there, Bill?
Much, Chuck. I just hitting there. I was just trying to. This is the boat antenna I'm using right now just to see how it works. It work well, and I'll be here for this tonight. I was supposed to go to a dog church tonight, but it's been called off. Luckily, they found it.
Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Okay, then. Well, it's always, if I hear of anybody around here that's lost their dogs there, I'll give you a shout. Okay, Bill, we'll call on you a little bit later, or if you have any comments or anything to jump in there when you want. Okay, so we'll clear with VE3BNW. And so before I do another call out, I'd like to acknowledge the YouTube check-ins. We have Eric, Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Fox X-Ray from New York checking in. 5-9 there, Eric. Wade, VA3NCA. Just a few minutes late. Sure, all right. And then we have Noel from London, or as Hamilton is second home again. VE3KDT. Good evening, Noel. And then we have Eddie in Japan. Good morning, Eddie. Juliet 3, Fox November Mike. Thanks for joining us. Hope you are having a good morning. And Larry, VE3LBI. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And now let's see who else would like to check into the AREG Net. Please come now.
3IMW. VA3CQC. VA3NCA.
All right, I may have to turn up the volume here, but I heard um, IMW, CQC, and November Charlie Alpha. Anyone else? All right, let's bring in Mac, Victor Echo 3, India Mike Whiskey. Mac, come on in.
Also known as Victor Echo 3 Uniform Whiskey. Anyways, just a quick note, Chuck. We also have Guy, who has checked in on YouTube on my stream. Yeah, if Guy wants to switch over and watch you, don't worry, Guy. I won't take any offense if you disappear. But yeah, he's in there, so you can wave
Work
hello
the split
to
screen there, guys.
your cousin in Ottawa. It seems like your stream is working okay. Um, so obviously we'll be listening along. I'll keep this going for the time being just to make sure that you've got backup. And very, very good news that Bill's having great success with his Pac-12 antenna. I'm glad that he's dialing back the power because the unit itself will get warm if you run too much power through it. And FT8 is 100% duty cycle. So if your antenna is rated for 100 watts, obviously you should be down about 1/3 of the rating your antenna is set for sideband. So 30, 35 watts, somewhere in that region. That way you're not going to cook anything. And I'm just wondering what bands he was working when he made his contact with Australia and Antarctica. That would be interesting to know. Other than that, Charles, I'm so appreciative for the dedication that you put into running this net every Wednesday evening. Come rain or shine, lightsaber to the spine, and holidays and all kinds of other stuff. So it's better than the creed of the postman. Yeah, that's about it for me, and I'll be along for the ride.
Oh, Mac, thank you so much. But that doesn't say much for the postman nowadays, I'll tell you. And I see Guy joined me here on the stream. I don't know if you guys have Windows 11, but I'm able to do split screen on Google Chrome, the Google Chrome browser that I use. And yeah, I'm just still starting to get used to that. I don't really like split screen. But anyways, there you are. And Steve has also joined us, VA3 November Fox Golf. Good evening, Steve. I wonder if you're at work or at home. Uh, okay, Mac. Well, again, thank you so much for the compliment. I do put a lot of effort uh, and try and make it as pleasant and entertaining as possible. And with that, good information to Bill about the power and the fact that FT8 does actually on my radio here, when you use the field head, it says if you're going to do FT8, you better get a battery or a fan, I mean. And so they do sell a fan that clips on the back and of the battery there. And so, yeah, good advice there, Mac. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. I guess the same thing, well, yeah, one last note. The same thing goes for anybody who is doing FT8 with ANFEDs, long wire antennas or off-center fed dipoles, things of that nature. You have to be aware of what your um, transformer is rated for. If it's rated for 100 watts SSB, the same thing applies, right? So if you're going to run 100% duty cycle on FT8 at 100 watts, you got to have a system that's rated for, let's say, 800 watts. So my 80-meter NFED, the MFJ unit, that's the high power unit. I could run that thing all day, all night, all day on high power for FT8 because the transformer is rated for 800 watts sideband. So 1/3 of that is well within the limits of 100% duty cycle. So be very careful. You actually away from the radio when you're running FTA, because if anything happens to your antenna system and things start to heat up, the impedance and inductance changes, and all of a sudden your SWR is going to start creeping, and that's usually when the funnels get hot and other things go wrong. So, yep, be kind to your radio. It's got to last you a good long time. That's about it for now, and I'll be along for the ride, as I said.
All right, Mac, very good. Oh, and by the way, I've entered your new call sign into the log, so that's the first first that I've logged you into my log under your new call sign, Victor Echo 3 Uniform uh, Whiskey. Is that right?
That's QSL. That's it. Yeah, I now am a proud owner of a 2-letter call.
Ah, good for you, old man. Very good. All right, so we'll clear with Mac. And let's see who's next on the list here. We have VA3 Charlie Quebec. Charlie, come on in. Is it Jeff?
Yes, VA3CJZ from VA3CQC. It's Jeff here in Burlington. Yeah, pleasure to check in with you again. It's always fun to hear you on the air. I love what you do. One thing I wanted to ask, though, do you hold an HF net?
No, I do not. I have taken over for someone who was sick or just couldn't make it. But usually I do not host HF nets. But if you're wondering about maybe the live streams, I do live stream some of the local nets here, and some of them are on HF. And so, for example, on Monday nights, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, Rick has an HF net on 40 meters. And then he has another net on Thursdays in the afternoon um, on 40 meters as well. And when my stream is working, I have been streaming quite a few nets. So if you go to my YouTube page, that page is VA3CJZ. You'll be able to see all the previous videos that I've got up there, and they vary. Does that help answer your question?
Okay, yes, it does. That's probably what I saw. I was looking through your YouTube channel because I was showing it to somebody else, and I saw the 40 meter frequency on your radio, and I thought, well, gee, that'd be awesome. I would love to do this same kind of thing on a 40 meter net. So, yeah, I guess I'll pay attention for the other guy's net, and that should be cool.
Yeah, and it's been a few weeks, Jeff, since the band conditions have really been any good during the day. So I haven't really streamed anything, but there's plenty during the daytime of nets that a lot of people don't know about, and so if I find some, I'll stream them so people can enjoy them.
That's a really cool idea. That's great. Anyhow, I'm going to take off. You have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you next week from VA3CQC.
Okay, Jeff, thanks a bunch for checking in. You too. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll catch you next time. We'll catch you down the log. All right, next is Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Wade, come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Hey, Chuck. Happy Wednesday, and another great night for getting together here, and we all appreciate it quite a bit. Look forward to it, in fact. Let's see what's going on. I'm getting over a head cold. I came down with it on the weekend. Probably like the kids bringing it home from school after they got home from university there. One of them, or all of them, brought it back with them. So I'm on the mend, so feeling a little better, but it's been an added thing that I didn't really want. But anyhow, other than that, not much else going on. I'm cleaning up some 3D prints for an antenna rotator project I'm working on. Got a chance to go into the Maker Lab and do that, so I'm whittling away at the supports from a print right now while we talk. And other than that, not much else is going on with me this week yet. So yeah, just looking forward to the rest of the net. I'll be here, of course, for the duration. And I should say, congratulations on your new call there, Mac V3UW. Wonder, did you keep on a later update? If you want to let us know, did you keep your other call sign as well, or did you just switch over? That's it for me. I'll send it back to you there, Chuck, VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade, I'm sorry to hear your kids. It doesn't matter what age they are. From the days when they're little and they have runny noses to when they're adults, uh, bringing home the virus for everyone at home. Well, uh, I think you mentioned you're on the mend, so that's good. Um, I hope that's over quickly. And then, of course, we've got several days of rain once again, but we're looking at the middle of the month, maybe the 14th onward, before we start seeing mid double digit temperatures, 15 degrees and up. And they say by the end of the month, we should be at around 23 degrees. So, yay. Don't have to go out with a jacket. That's always nice. I'd like to know how the weather is in everyone's neighborhood. Eric in New York, what's the weather there? And Eddie, Juliet 3, Fox November Mike, what's the weather in Japan this morning? Excuse me. Okay, so thank you again, Wade. Listen, do you want to wait until I do the contest announcements if you'd like to maybe touch base on the upcoming POTA events and so on, or do you want to do that now?
We can do it during. Well, I mean, we're here, but I think that we are going to come up with an NCC event on the 31st of the 30th. You know what? The right person to talk about this is probably Mac. He has a clearer head than my cold medicine brain, and he has done a lot more work on setting it up. But it's at the end of May.
Medicine
Nonetheless,
brain.
we're going to take another run at the
I like that.
N1CC with a local POTA thing. But I'll let him talk about it when we get there to the contests. Thanks there, Chuck, and I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Wade, take it easy, relax your brain, everything will be fine, and we'll certainly do that. Yeah, a little discombobulated, I know all about that, trust me. And I don't have to have a cold to be like that either. All right, so we'll clear with VA3, November Charlie Alpha, and I believe that clears my list. Let's see, who else is out there would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
VE3RUB.
VA3GN.
All right, two more there, RUB and GN. Let's bring in Jack, VE3RUB.
Yeah, VE3RUB. Good evening, Chuck, and all on that. Just remembered to get on here. I was actually went for a little power nap and got suddenly woken up. Well, I'm going to get on here and get on the net. So, how are things, Chuck? All the same on this end. Is busy at work, and nothing else is really new. But I think I caught you talking about FT8, or somebody was talking about FT8 a little while ago. I'm still waiting to see when you're going to get yourself on FT8, so we can make a contact there. Anyways, not much else to say here, Chuck. Just wanted to say good evening and check in. VA3CJZ from VE3RUB in Mississauga.
Okay, Jack, very good. Thank you so much for checking in. Much appreciated. And you know what, Jack? When I do, I'll be sure to contact you somehow and let you know that I'm on board, or just trying it out, or whatever. But for the moment, I'm still at the stage where you get those yellow books that says FT8 for dummies. Well, that's me right now. Uh, Almost. Anyhow, so very good. Yeah, no, things are looking up, Jack. I just had some minor surgery, I guess you could call it. Some on my back. Had a back procedure done, which I get done every 6 months there. God, I was sore, so sore until yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon started feeling better. And I finally got my streaming issues solved with the audio. My streaming software wasn't recognizing one of my audios, so I finally got that going. So I'm in a pretty good mood because I just got it done like this afternoon. I just figured it out, luckily, and yeah, things are looking good. Back to you.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I heard you mention you're going in for procedure, hoping everything's okay. My wife just had a hip operation, so I know what the pain is like. I keep hearing about it. Imagine the back's just as bad. Probably sitting and lying down might be hard at some point for you, but lots of painkillers, I guess, to try to take away that pain. But all right, Chuck. Yeah, like I said, FT8's it was a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get into it, I think you'd like it. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm not going to hold it. I'll let you carry on with the net. Going back to, I guess it's VA3GN is next. I'll let you take it away, Chuck, and we'll chat again. 7-3, VA3CJZ from VE3RUB in Mississauga will be clear. 7-3.
Okay, Jack, one last thing. Do you use your regular call sign for FT8 or do you have another?
No, same call sign. Just the same. I only have one call. One of these days I'll dig up a two-letter call. I'll see what's available.
Yeah. Yep, same here. All right, sir. Take care. Say hi to the gang for me. I do appreciate your check-in. Have a good one. So let's bring in Rob next. VE3 Golf November.
Good evening, Chuck, and good evening to everyone on the net. Sounding good here. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Pain is never a fun thing, but glad to hear you're feeling better.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I know the first couple of mornings trying to put my socks on while sitting on the edge of my bed. I've got one of those mattresses that's like 3 feet thick. I swear to God, it's huge. It's probably more like 16 inches thick, but uh, yeah, it's not like, and it's high off the ground to me. So uh, I was screaming in pain trying to put my socks on a couple of days after the procedure there, but that's no longer the case, and starting to feel a bit better there, Rob. Thanks for asking. How about you and the missus?
Oh, I'm fine, and my wife is fine, and everybody's good here. Just looking forward to some more stable warm weather.
Oh yeah.
And then I guess once we get through May here, or actually we should be getting more sun than rain, but looks like April, it's like that unwanted house guest. The rain just keeps lingering, but it can't be a bad thing, as long as it's not too much. So
Hi,
managed
Albert.
to get everything done outside in between the rainfalls. That's a first world problem that I'm not gonna what do you call it, whine about. Anyway, I'll be one and done here, Chuck. I'm gonna get to bed early. Cats woke me up really early this morning and never did take a nap, so I think I'm just gonna go to bed early tonight.
All right, sounds like a plan. Oh, that reminds me, I have to go get my booster, or tomorrow morning I have to go get my second vaccine shot for the shingles, and finally get that out of the way.
Yeah, what's it called again? I forget what it's called. The name for the vaccine, the company yeah, I've had mine. I've had my 2 shots, and I had a colleague at work when I was working who got shingles, and he was only in his 40s, and he said it was excruciating. Those were his words. In fact,
Wow.
he had to take time off from work to be able to just recover from it, deal with it. But it's good that there's a vaccine, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for being there, Chuck, and thanks for responding to the email there, and we'll play it by ear and see what gives.
Yeah, for sure, Rob, for sure. We'll be in touch, and it's still early in the game, so you got to tackle this growing green monster I have in my back and front yard there too. That'll be another test for my back to mow the lawn. All right, well, thank you so much for checking in, Rob, and take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk again soon. Don't forget, folks. Rob has a HF net on Saturday mornings around 8:30 a.m. on 144.205 Upper Side. And Rob usually tries to make everybody work, people in different uh, uh, zones. Like we're in FN03 and there's others in the area. So did I get that right, Rob?
Yeah, you got it right. We're in FN03. That's our grid square, and thanks for the plug. Appreciate it. I hope to see you there again soon.
All right, Rob. Take care and have a good night. Okay, that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck in Hamilton looking for check-ins.
VE3 LBI.
All right, VE3 LBI. Larry, come on in. What's happening? What's new?
Not too much today. Out for a little bit. Had a couple of errands to run. Other than that, the day was not a very pleasant day, but saw a bit of sun once in a while. But man, I'll tell you, it was cool.
Yeah. I don't think it got over 9 points. Oh, that's Celsius. I don't think it got over 40 at all. Close, but yeah, that's about it.
Other than that, Chuck, not too much. Trying to think if anything else I did today, but I had to get a specific tool I had to order from Amazon. I need to adjust the carburetor on my weed trimmer, and it takes a specific tool. So I ordered that, and actually it only took a day, and I got that. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get out there and I can tinker with that and see if I'm going to get my carb adjusted on the weed trimmer.
All right. Well, just remember, if you have issues, YouTube University or Google AI are your two best friends. So yeah, I miss my gas machines. Everything's electric now.
No, I still got a gas one. I've had it for quite a while. Um, I like it. If I had anything, I would have a cordless. Other than the batteries wear down too fast on them. That's at least the last ones I had. So that's why I went back to a gas. And I hate pulling the cord around. That's the big thing. I got a 100-foot cord, but pulling it around is a real pain.
Yeah, me too. I used to have uh, was it 100 or a 75 footer? In any case, I chopped it. And it was a fairly new cord, Larry, and they're not cheap, and neither is garden hose. Two big ticket items there, I think. And so Vanya was nice enough. I was going to splice them, and he said, "No, no, 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 no." He goes, I've got some plugs you can use," and so I wired up the plugs he gave me, and been using that ever since.
I take it you must have just kind of cut the end off of it, not halfway through.
Yeah, well, there's about, I don't know, 15-foot chunk that I cut off, right? So what I did is I put a plug on both the that chopped piece, which ended up it had the plug-in for the wall plug in it already. So anyways, I just wired up Vanya's plug and then put the matching male or female plug on the longer end, and now I've got a working extension cord again.
There you go. Now, like Wade says, now you got two extension cords.
Yeah, you know what? Turned out to be a blessing because I've used that 15-foot cord in the house. Comes in pretty handy. And it's one of those soft cords, not stiff. Oh, super nice.
Yep. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. I'll listen along here, pick up a few more, and then start up with, I guess, your trivia. So we're listening along for the trivia. All right. Thanks, Chuck. The Easter LBI.
All right, Larry, thanks again for your check-in. And I see Albert has checked in from Barrie. Uh, don't know how long he'll be able to keep his eyes open, I think, but thank you so much, Albert, for checking in. I hope everything's going well. Don't work yourself too hard there. You're going to have to do something when you're in town other than sit back and drink beer. Geez, when does the season, Cat season start up? When are they playing? Do you know? At home? All right. So with that, while I wait for Albert to give me an answer there, let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. All right. Well, that brings us to announcements. Let's see what we've got going on here. As far as contests this weekend, there aren't that many contests. I see three, four, but only two that are for sideband. So we'll start off with the RTTY contest. It's the Volta Worldwide RTTY contest. And if you're into RTTY, the bands available for the contest will be 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80. Next, we've got, I'm not sure if it's Russian because the web page didn't say what language I was looking at, but it sure looked like either Turkey or Russia or something like that. But anyways, it's called the CQM International DX Contest, and that's for sideband and CW. Starts with 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and the gentleman's band 160. Next, we've got the Straight Key Century Club, or the SKCC Weekend Sprintathon, and that's for CW, of course. And it starts at 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And then finally, we have the Canadian Prairies QSO Party, and that starts 1700 Zulu May 9th to 0300 Zulu May 10th. Excuse me. For CW and phone, the bands are 10, 15, 20, and 40. Most of you can get 20 and 40. And so 10, 15, 20, and 40 will be available for that contest. And oh, finally, one more. There's the 50 megahertz spring sprint. And that's for 6 meters only, analog mode and digital mode. So there you have it. If you want any more information on these contests or any other contests coming up. There are also very, very tiny, short contests going on, which I don't usually announce, but you can find that information if you open up your web browser and type in contestcalendar.com. Click on the 8-day button next to the home button at the top left, and you'll see what I see. And so with that, let's call on Mac to once again inform everyone and people who aren't aware of the upcoming events in the area. VA3 and VE3 Uniform Whiskey. Come on in.
All right, Chuck. Well, to start off, answer Wade's question. Um, let's make ourselves call sign accumulators, not call sign switchers. So, yes, I have in
Yep.
fact added VE3UW to my account, but
Arsenal.
I feel strongly that there are certain ties to the VA3IMW that I will probably not break with. Question in my mind right now is what I'm going to do with the two-letter call, whether I'll work that for HF or whether I will make some other plan. Anyways, it's good to have that in the bank. As far as the N1CC event, you're correct, Wade. It's May the 30th, and we are planning on utilizing the west side of the city, basically the bowl, which is kind of the lower Ancaster, Dundas area. So I did post some stuff on the Discord with regard to about 6 parks that I felt that would be in a good region for working park to parks amongst our various participants, and that includes Tiffany Falls, Sherman Falls, Dundas Valley Park, Canal Park, Crooks Hollow, and I did include Boers Falls. But taking a closer look at the map, rather than Boers Falls, I think, I forget the name of it now. There's another park that is further south and west that may be a more suitable place. So if you're looking at the map, there is one additional park. Good. I'll look it up, and I'll also respot some further information on the better choice than Boers Falls, even though I'm sure Boers Falls will fall well within an area where we can make contacts on all bands. The only other thing I was going to mention, I do know that there's several people that have 220 radios. I guess some of the Quanchangs and some of the Radtails also include 220. I do have a tri-bander in the truck, so we've never really included the 220 band as far as park-to-park communications. Maybe that's an opportunity, because I think maybe some folks are going to have difficulties with 80 and 60 meters. So if we can add another one to the list, so if you can work 40, 20, 17, 15, 12, 10, 6, 2 meters, 1.25 meters, and 70 centimeters, that gives you your 10 bands. So it is an opportunity for us to get 10 bands without struggling for somebody to throw something up that's going to be able to reach down as far as 80 or 60 meters. So there's an option there. I'll encourage everybody to bring along their 220 radios, and we'll try to make it work as best we can. So does that pretty much answer the questions for the time being, Chuck?
Yes, sir. It sure does. And thank you. And I also think that's a good idea. If that's an extra option. I don't see anybody complaining about it except for maybe those who don't have the that 1.25 band. So yeah, absolutely, it can't hurt. That's for sure. Okay, Mac, thank you for that. Um, Now, with that, do you or anyone else have any announcements that they would like to make here? Please come now. Well, I also see that Larry, VE3LBI, has posted on the YouTube stream his net, which is on Friday at 8 p.m. on the VE3ZOE repeater, frequency of 443.075, and you only need a positive offset to get in, no tone required. And that'll be live streamed on YouTube by the generous Mac UW, VE3UW. We'll have to get used to that. But his stream is on VA3IMW. Hopefully that doesn't create confusion. All right, one more shout out. Anyone wishing to check in or have any questions or comments, please come now.
VA3BK.
Hey, there he is. VE3BK. Rick, come on in.
Yeah, I think 220 is a good idea, but stick to FM because not too many people have 2-meter sideband, or yeah, 2-meter, 220 sideband, I should say. So that's a good idea. Anyway, yeah, not much to report from here. I guess as far as announcements goes, the Hamlin Club's having a meeting on the 28th. Yep, 28th at 7:30 p.m. at St. Paul's United Church. Everybody's welcome. You don't even have to be a ham. Just come out and see what's going on. And so that's on 42 China North in Hamilton. And tomorrow, VA3 CWM will be on at 3 to 4 Eastern Standard Time on 7100. So right now I'm listening to the boys up north, 3.760 on 80 meters. They got a net going R2. I'm sort of, yeah, that's why I'm a little bit tardy checking in there, Chuck. Anyway, you got your streaming going. That's good. But did you find a problem? Was it a setting or what was it there? Chuck, VA3CJZ, VA3BK.
Well, Rick, this afternoon I was getting everything ready for the net tonight, and I decided to give it one last try. I mean, I have a lot of different microphones and speakers that the computer recognizes. Not only do I have my radio studio mics, I've got sound cards and speakers and this and that and the other thing. And I was just trying different settings, and I hit OK on one of them, and all of a sudden I could see I have an S meter for the streaming software, and so when the audio works, you can see the little green light come up. So I was like, I almost jumped out of my chair, Rick. I couldn't believe it. And you know what? The settings that I'm using, they shouldn't actually be working, but they are, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so was the setting in the software for the streaming program?
No, it was not the streaming software, it was Windows. Because if you go into your control panel and you click on sound, there's where you'll see all your different speakers and your microphones, headphones, all that stuff is stored there, and that's where you make changes. and you decide if you want to hear it on what speaker or through the computer. You know what I mean? It's there's a lot of combinations you can do, but it was a Windows problem.
Windows problem. Yeah, that figures. Well, like I told you once before, Windows sometimes changes your settings, and I've had that same problem. I had the same problem when I was trying to work the remote. All of a sudden, my mic wouldn't work, and I found out that it had been turned off, and the only one that could have turned it off was Windows. So, anyway, well, good thing you found it there. That's the main thing.
Yeah, Rick, I mean, it's been going on like 2 weeks. I stepped away from the computer. I guess it did an update. And when I came back, it wasn't working. And I'm like, what? So I couldn't tell what the heck was going on. So anyways, Rick, to make things easier, I actually opened up the control panel and the sound box, and I took pictures of what my settings are. And that way, if it happens again, I'll just repeat what I see on my picture on my phone and duplicate it, and that way I'll get the sound back.
Good stuff. That's the way to do it. Yeah. Anyway, hey, there's one contest that you never announced. It's this weekend, and it's really come up over the years. The Canadian Prairies QSO Party. That's 1700 Zulu May the 9th to 300 Zulu May the 10th. So that one, yeah, of course, the band's got to be pretty good to work you
I
guys
did
out with.
mention
But
that one.
yeah, that the Canadian QSO Prairies, that's only been around a few years. So another Canadian contest said, we should support their, I think, Chuck over.
Yeah, Rick, you must have missed it because I did mention the Canadian Prairies QSO Party when I made the announcements there. So you might not have heard me mention the Canadian Prairies part, but very good. Doesn't hurt to repeat it. And yes, it is fairly new.
I didn't hear it. I haven't been on all that long, so yeah, I was listening to the guys up north there on 80 meters, and so I haven't even turned. I've got my SDR on, so that takes up. I can't go on YouTube to check the streaming, but I'll do that later. Anyway, you carry on there, and yeah, it looks like a good net again. So we'll be listening here, Chuck. And yeah, you mentioned the other stuff. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. The CQM International DX Contest, that is also a pretty good one that people should look up and maybe give out a few contacts in it or whatever, if they want to do that one. But, that's another one, the CQ contest. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll be listening here, and hello to everybody on frequency. This is V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Okay, Rick, and before I forget, I will be streaming the net, hopefully if I wake up and everything works, for you tomorrow at 3 p.m. on 7.100. And one last thing now, I think I forgot what I was going to say. Um, oh, yes, 80 meters, 3.760. You know, Rick, I can't, my antenna will not tune on this radio, and it's supposed to do that band. And so, anyways, I went out and I bought another G5RV, a brand new in the box, and yeah, I haven't been able to put it up yet, Rick, because, well, as you know, on last Friday I had my back procedure, and I got the antenna on the Thursday, the day before. And so I've been kind of sore and not doing any physical activity whatsoever. And of course, it's been also raining and crappy and cold. So Once the weather gets nicer there, I'm gonna put that up, and hopefully we'll get to 80 meters. I kind of miss not using that band. Sometimes it comes in really good.
Well, yeah, well, you take care of yourself on that, because I know, yeah, the other time I twist the wrong way, and ooh, there's that pain in my back. Yeah, so you take care of yourself for sure. But 80 meters is fun, and right now the guys on Ontars are only on in the morning, so they'd run. But on the Ontario QSO party, I was looking at my log. Didn't get very many this year, but I was looking at my log, and a lot of them were on 80 meters, believe it or not. So, anyway, it's a good band if you can get something up. It's 62 feet for a quarter wave. 62 feet works pretty good, but you'd have to zigzag around your backyard or whatever. But if you got a G5 RV, yeah, that works good. Anyway, let you get back to it there, Chuck. What else was I going to say? Yeah, the store-bought antenna. Yeah, well, hey, they're not all the same, and it's only, don't forget they work perfect under ideal conditions, but who's got ideal conditions in your city lot, so you may have to make some adjustments to them. Anyway, that's something that most people don't realize, that the antenna, just because it says it'll go there doesn't mean it will. If you don't have ideal conditions, you're too close to the ground, or you're too close to your eavesdrop, or something like that. Anyway, that's it for me. VA3 Bravo kilowatt. Yeah, good luck with the new antenna.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. And when I asked Google AI what are the top best G5 RV antennas out on the market, and two of them, the first two that they came up with was the Moonraker G5 RV, which is I think only available from DX Engineering, and the other one was from GPS Central, the G5 RV Deluxe, and so that's the one I got, and I got it from GPS Central. And I haven't even cut open the box because I know me. Once I open the box, it's like, all right, let's go see about putting this up. So I'm gonna refrain from doing that, and I might just look in to make sure everything's in there, I guess. Now I've had it for almost a week now, so. But yeah, hopefully that one will. It seems to be pretty rugged, made with that poly coated the bare wires are quality cabling. So looking forward to that. All right, Rick. Anything else before I carry on and do another call out and then start everybody's favorite, the trivia?
Oh, yeah, the trivia, for sure. No, nothing else. I think that's it. I'm pro contesting, and sometimes I hear people make comments about different things about contests, about antennas and stuff like that. And I just shake my head because being an old guy, they don't want to listen to me. But anyway, antennas, we did a lot of experimenting with antennas, and that's out in the field too. So, sometimes if you move an antenna just a few feet, it makes a big difference. And also a few feet up or down, higher or lower. So, anyway, you may find that your new antenna doesn't work right up to snuff because of where you have it. So, be willing to make a few changes, and maybe you can make it better. Anyway, that's words of wisdom from me. I guess nobody probably wants to say here. Anyway, so we'll be listening there and waiting for that trivia there. Chuck, VA3CJZ, V3BK.
All right, words of wisdom from the older ham. All right, Rick, thanks a bunch. Much appreciated, sir. All right, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG Net, the longest running simplex net in Hamilton, Ontario. Or if anyone has any questions or comments or rechecks, please come now. Oh, I forgot to mention we are graced by a lovely lady joining us this evening, and that is Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Debbie, thank you for joining us, Debbie. Big shout out. Hope everything is well with you and your headaches are uh, not happening as often as you'd like, if I could put it that way. All right. Anyone else? Last call before we start some trivia. All right. Maybe we won't do this one. We'll do another one. Uh, here we go. Ah, here we go. So we're gonna continue on the other long list of trivia that I have, and we're at question 317 on this one. I'm going to have to go over this once I'm done and pick out some of the ones that I went over and skipped, and I'll make a list with that one, and we'll do that list. So tonight we're going to start with a movie question, and let me see now. I've got everything lined up here. Okay. So the first question is, who is the only actor to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Lords of the Rings movie? Who is the only actor to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Lord of the Rings movie? And that would be Sir Ian McKellen is the answer. He's the old guy. All right. What film features an iconic dance scene to the song Old Time Rock and Roll? What film features an iconic dance scene to Old Time Rock and Roll? Mm, nope, not Footloose.
Risky business.
Ooh, look at the big brain on Brad. It is, in fact, Risky Business. Way to go, Mac. All right, this one's funny. Uh, which vegetable is also known as the love apple? Which vegetable is also known as the love apple? And that would be tomato. It's the tomato, is the love apple. Interesting. Never heard of that term. How about you there, Mac?
No, I was going to say something like a red pepper. You know, they're usually kind of heart-shaped by the time they get all bent out of shape. My
Oh,
tomatoes
yeah.
don't look like a heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some of them have the weird, some strains or whatever species of tomatoes do kind of bulge out on each side at the top. So, yeah, I guess. All right. Next one. What is the highest mountain in Africa? What's the highest mountain in Africa?
Is that Kilimanjaro?
Who? Yes, sir. It is, in fact, Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro. That's spelled Kilimajaro. There we go. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys here have taken ballet, but try not to spoil it for everyone. In ballet, what does en pointe mean?
On your toes?
Yes, sir. All you got to do is add tip in there, and that's the correct answer. On your tippy toe or tiptoes, it says here. It doesn't say tippy.
Maybe tipsy toes.
Oh, I've had those uh, in the past. Uh, now I just bounce off the walls because I don't have good balance. All right, so which movie popularized the phrase wax on, wax off? That's it. Wade got that right. The Karata. The Karata Kid. Very good. All right. Moving on. Um, what film features a floating feather during its opening credits? Hmm. That would be Life is like a box of chocolates. Forrest Gump is the correct answer. Forrest Gump, apparently it's been so long since I've seen it. Starts with a feather floating. Oh, we went through this last one a couple of weeks ago. What was the first message sent by Morse code? Anyone remember? I think Wade had trouble spelling it, but he was roughly right. What was the first message sent by Morse code?
What has God wrought? And then they called CQ Poda.
And on the eighth day, there was Poda. That's absolutely right. And Wade got it right. Uh, what hath God wrought? Okay. All right, next. Where is the world's only quadrupoint where four countries meet in a single point, at a single point? Where is the world's only quadrupoint where four countries meet at a single point?
Makes sense that would be in Africa.
Yeah, because yeah, could be. You could. Why isn't there a quadrupoint in Europe? They got tons of countries there. Okay, well, it's Southern Africa is the correct answer. South Africa. That's where Charlize Theron is from. Boy, she's a hottie. Wow. What city has the most bridges in the world? What city? It's in Europe. That's right. You're close, Wade, but it's not in Amsterdam. Nearby. The correct answer is Hamburg, Germany. That's the city has the world's most bridges. How many? I don't know. Ooh, I know Wade might get this one right. Next, what does the acronym LASER, LASER, stand for? Ooh, look at the big brain on Wade. The correct answer is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. You got it absolutely correct, Wade. A slice of pie for Wade, as Arpad would say. Who was the first black actor to win an Oscar for Best Actress? Who was the first black actor to win an Oscar for Best Actress? Oh, look at that. Larry says there are over 2,496 bridges. Whoa-wee. That's a lot of bridges. Yeah, you'd think the Netherlands would have won that one, but no, they got canals. Okay, so no guess on the actress, and that would be Haley Berry. Haley Berry was the first black actor to win an Oscar for Best Actress. Not sure which movie, though. She's another hottie. What is the only bird known to fly backwards?
Hummingbird.
Absolutely correct there, Larry. You got that right, and Wade got that right. The hummingbird. Ooh, in what year was the first email sent? Think back as to when you were a teenager or even younger. Oh, Larry was close. The correct answer is 1971. All right, next. In which country is the smallest desert in the world? And which country is the smallest desert in the world? The country is Canada. And I'm guessing the desert they're talking about's got to be in Saskatchewan. It could be Alberta. I'm not sure. All right. Uh, hang on here. What is the name of the French pastry made of choux dough filled with cream and topped with a chocolate glaze? Let me repeat that. What is the name of the French pastry made of dough, choux dough, filled with cream and topped with a chocolate glaze? Absolutely. You got that right. Wade got it right, and so did Eric. It is éclair. Ooh, and they even got a picture of three of them covered in the chocolate. Oh, it's so good.
Comment?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, comment.
VE3LBI. Deserts in BC.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. There you go. Learned something new about Canada. Thank you, Larry.
Not a problem.
All right, which famous band was originally called the Quarrymen? Which famous band was originally called the Quarrymen? Hint, they were on Ed Sullivan. The Beatles. Correct, Wade. You got it right finally. The Beatles used to be called the Quarrymen. Yeah, there you go. That's why I do the hints there once in a while. All right, what food was originally called fruit of the angels? What food was originally called fruit of the angels? I'll tell you what, it doesn't grow here. It does not grow in North America, I don't think. It might now, but it's not from here. It starts with the letter P. What food was originally called fruit of the angels? We've got a newcomer to the stream here, I think. We've got Anthony Danko, 851. Good evening, Anthony. Welcome. And the correct answer to the question, what food was originally called fruit of the angels? Papaya. The papaya fruit. Pretty sure it grows in South America. All right. Whoa. Which animal is known for having up to 2,500 teeth? Which animal is known for having up to 2,500 teeth? That would be a snail. You never think of a snail having teeth, but it got to be pretty small. 2,500 teeth. Imagine going to the snail dentist. Here's a Friends question. What was Rachel's last name in Friends? The character that she played, Rachel, what was her last name? It's a color. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, now I'm afraid of snails too, Wade. So Rachel's last name was Green. Rachel Green in Friends. Here's another food question. Which fruit is believed to be a cross between a grapefruit, an orange, and a tangerine? Which fruit is believed to be a cross between a grapefruit, an orange, and a tangerine? What's it called?
Mango.
It's called a tangelo. Tangelo. I think I've eaten them before. Not very often, but yeah, tangelo. Grapefruit, orange, and tangerine. And who was that? Was that Mike?
Hey Chuck, it's Mike, VA3CJZ. Yeah, I took a shot with mango.
Another good fruit. Papaya, mango, and the tangelo. Very good, Mike. Thanks for joining us. How's things? What's new?
I just got in the door. I just turned on the radio. I just realized, oh yeah, it's Wednesday night. So I just flipped on the radio and I just heard you say that. So I had a good evening. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Finally having things fall into place for me, and that's always a good feeling. Less stress, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I just had all kinds of stuff. I had my income tax. I had to get a new water tank. I've had dandelions coming up. So I've had a few things the past few days.
Yes, sir. You and about a couple of 100,000, maybe another 100,000 people in Hamilton got dandelions there. I sure do. And you know what? I had a giant bumblebee fly into my shack because I don't have a screen in my window, and I opened up the window. I only do it for the in the springtime and in the fall. And I mean, this could have been a queen bee. I swear to God, it was huge.
Maybe he's going to drill a hole in your deck.
Holy crap! Well, he was sitting here buzzing around my head in the shack here, and so I got my my swatter, my fly swatter, and I tried my hardest, and I actually used the swatter to gently nudge him back towards the opening in the window, and he flew out, so I didn't have to kill him.
That's good because if it's a queen bee, we need more honey.
Absolutely, and in general, bee populations have been declining, so yeah, I was very glad to help out in that way.
I've always said be healthy, eat your honey.
We always have honey here in the house. Being a diabetic, sometimes I have sugar crashes, and let me tell you, grab a spoon of honey, and it's actually one of the quickest working things to make your blood sugars go up. That and orange juice. Believe it or not, the top two things.
Another compound in it or something that spikes it.
Oh, I don't know. But I mean, apple juice should be up there too, because it's loaded with, like store-bought apple juice, it is loaded with sugar.
Yeah, don't be fooled just because there's an apple on the package. It's just a jar of sugar.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I'll tell you, it does come in handy, like I said, when I'm feeling, kind of like that guy in the Mars bars commercial there. Uh, calm down, Rick. Calm down. Or Johnny, are you hungry? Here's a Mars bar.
Is there anything you can do to, if you have high blood sugar, to do the opposite, to neutralize it, kind of like an antacid can kill stomach acid?
Yeah, that would be stop eating sugar. No, I don't think so. I have to take insulin, so uh, the pill medications they give you is garbage. The insulin works.
Oh, I have heard some people control it with pills. Usually that's when you, the early stages, but you're saying it doesn't work that great?
No, I've not had much success with it, tell you the truth, until I went back. I mean, once your sugars are actually controlled, um, and you've achieved that level of control for a while, there is pill form medication that will help you sustain that. But like me, my pancreas just don't work anymore, so it doesn't make insulin. So I have to inject it artificially.
Yeah, I'm always borderline out there. I got a history of heart stuff, so they're always looking at me every 6 months, and they're always, hey, your blood sugar's, borderline all the time, and I lost some weight. That helps. But yeah, it's just juggling numbers.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I now wear one of those stick-on sensors, so I can always know what my blood sugar levels are. Man, it sure beats pricking your finger, going through that whole thing. Take out a little tiny needle, put it in the pen, load the pen, put a piece of paper inside your machine that reads the blood, and you put the blood on. It's just you just wave the phone over the sensor, Mike, and it tells you.
Yes, technology as far as health issues is fantastic, eh?
Yeah, I'm so glad I got this sensor and uh, glad it was covered and I didn't have to pay for it. All right, Mike, so we're going to continue on with the net. Do you have anything else to add?
Just that my dog is pestering the crap out of me. She likes ice cream at this time of night, and she's not letting me forget it. Her paws are coming at me. She's climbing. She wants it.
All right, Mike, listen. Before you go and do that, I'm going to ask the last question on the trivia, and it's well, just hold on, and then you can go. So the last question before I move on is Hawaiian Punch was first created as what? Hawaiian Punch was first created as what? The flavor, I think it is. The flavor, Hawaiian Punch flavor, was first created as what?
Pineapple?
It's kind of a trick question, but the answer is an ice cream topping. So Hawaiian Punch was first introduced as an ice cream topping. There you go.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Oh, I used to love those commercials. That was great. Okay, Mike, thanks for hanging around and yeah, go go get your four-legged friend a pup cup.
Comment.
Why, go ahead, comment.
Hey, my dog likes ice cream too, and people think you're nuts when you tell him that, but he loves ice cream.
Oh yeah, a lot of dogs do. I remember when I used to go to when I lived with my friend for a short time there, I used to bring his kids to the store and buy him those little ice cream sundaes that had the wooden flat spoon. And we'd get one for them and one for their dog. They had a black lab, and we got them the little Sunday cup there. And he would open it up himself as soon as we got out the store, or sometimes he'd wait till we got home and then he would devour it. But yeah, he loved ice cream.
Oh yeah, yeah, the stuff he gets. Yeah, bully sticks. We started giving him bully sticks, and now it's a routine. Every day we have to give him a bully stick, or he barks and barks, and he tells you off. He wants his bully stick. So anyway, we found that Walmart over at the center has the best deal on bully sticks there too. There's all kinds of treats and stuff you can buy the dogs over there. But we had somebody that came here that was helping my wife with the groceries, and she was saying, "Oh, your dog eats better than I do." I don't know if that's true or not. VA3CJZ.
Yeah, yeah. Well, some of them do eat better than their owners. So, all right. Thanks for that, Rick. All right. Okay. So we have Eric that's going to be leaving us. So, yeah, go Habs, go. Uh, oh, overtime, eh? Oh, right on. Well, Eric, thank you so much for stopping by. Do appreciate it, sir. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Okay, with that, do we have any last minute check-ins for the AREG Net? Please come now. All right, it's time to move on to On This Day. And we do birthdays, deaths, and important events in history. So with that, let me switch back over here and bring up. We are at On This Day, week 273. All right. There we go. Today's famous birthdays. So we start with a gentleman by the name of Robert Peary. That's Peary. Born on this day in 1856. Uh, uh, Robert Peary was an American Arctic explorer who claimed to have first reached geographic North Pole on April 6th in 1909. And he was born in Pennsylvania. I don't know if this Peary person is the same one uh, who has the Peary-Reese map. I might be wrong. But anyways, there you go. First person to claim he reached geographic North Pole. All right, Sigmund Freud was born on this day in 1856. He's an Austrian neurologist and father of psychology, born in Freiburg, Austrian Empire. All right, let's get comfortable here. All right, next we've got Amedeo Giannini, born on this day in 1870. He was an American banker and entrepreneur who founded Bank of America, born in San Jose, California. He died in 1949. Wilhelm I was born on this day, 1882. He is the last crown prince of the German Empire and Kingdom of Prussia, born in Potsdam, the German Empire. Rudolph Valentino was born on this day in 1895. He was an Italian actor and silent movie idol, born in Italy. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he died of syphilis and/or gonorrhea. So that's what I heard. He was only 31 when he died. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, 5. Yeah, 31. Daniel Frank Gerber was born on this day in 1898, and pretty much most of us has eaten his baby food. He was an American manufacturer of baby food, born in Fremont, Michigan, and he died in 1974, but he was born on this day. Orson Welles, born on this day, 1915, an American actor and director. He's done a bunch of movies. Citizen Kane, War of the Worlds. He actually did a radio uh, transmission of War of the Worlds back in the, uh, I don't know, was it in the 50s? Scared everyone to death thinking it was real, but it was a story he was reading, War of the Worlds. Born in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Willie Mays, born on this day, 1931, American Baseball Hall of Fame center fielder, 24 Major League Baseball All-Star titles, 12 Gold Glove. Oh my goodness, he's got too many to mention. He was born in Alabama, and he just passed away in 2024. Bob Seger was born on this day, 1945. American singer songwriter. Old Time Rock and Roll is one of the songs. Hollywood Nights, Against the Wind. Born in Detroit, Michigan. Bob Seger. Tom Bergeron, born on this day, 1955. American game show host and he was also on America's Funniest Home Videos from 2006 to 15. Born in Massachusetts. George Clooney turns 65 today, born in 1961. We all know him as an actor. He was born in Lexington, Kentucky. And last but not least, Martin Brodeur turns 54 today, born in 1972, a Canadian NHL goalie with the New Jersey Devils and Team Canada, born in Montreal, Quebec. And that's it for famous people born on this day. Do you have any questions, comments, or check-ins? Please come now. All right, next, who died today in history? Well, we go to 1906, and a gentleman by the name of David Houston, who is a Scottish-American inventor, and he invented the Kodak camera. He was 64. David Houston. And this next one surprised me. Dying in 1919, L. Frank Baum, B-A-U-M. He's an American author who wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And he dies in 1919 on this day of a stroke at the age of 62. Next, B.C. Forbes died on this day in 1954. B.C. Forbes was a Scottish-born American financial journalist, author, and founder of Forbes magazine. Dies at the age of 73. Marlene Dietrich died in 1992 on this day. She was a German-American actress and singer. She was in the movies The Blue Angel and Shanghai Express. She dies in Paris at the age of 90. Passing away on this day in 2015, Errol Brown. Errol Brown was a British Jamaican singer-songwriter for the band Hot Chocolate. You remember the song You Sexy Thing? He dies at the age of 71. I only sing that when I'm in the shower. I'm a bad singer. All right, finally, we have, oh, I didn't get the year right. I think it's 2020. Yeah. Brian Howe, a British rock singer for the band Bad Company from 1986 to 1993. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 66. Once again, any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net, please come now. Events that happened today in history. A Bible for every church. In 1541, surprisingly, King Henry VIII orders a Bible in English be placed in every church in England. 1541. Next, we've got the first steel plow. And that happened in 1837 on this day. U.S. blacksmith John Deere creates the first commercially successful self-scouring steel plow in Grand Detour, Illinois. That was in 1837. Next, we go to the year 1840. The world's first adhesive postage stamp, called the penny black, is first used in Great Britain on this day in 1840. And I think it cost a penny, but they called it the black penny. And in 1851, American physician and inventor John Gorey patents a refrigeration machine to make ice. Also in 1851, Linus Yale Jr. patents the Yale cylinder lock, which I believe the Yale locks are still being sold to this day. And on this day in 1889, Exposition Universelle, or the World's Fair, in Paris, opens with the recently completed Eiffel Tower serving as the entrance arch. And the elevators in the tower are not yet ready, so intrepid visitors have to climb 1,710 steps to reach the top. And if I'm not mistaken, the CN Tower is just a few steps higher than that. 1,700 and something. I'm pretty sure. And, 1889. And in 1910, on this day, George V becomes King of the United Kingdom upon the death of his father, Edward VII. Now, King George is Queen Elizabeth II's father. Next, Ruth's first Major League Baseball home run. On this day, 1915, future Baseball Hall of Fame slugger Babe Ruth hits his first MLB home run, and he pitches 12 frames in Boston Red Sox 4-3 extra innings loss to the New York Yankees. Now, Babe Ruth was a pitcher when he first started. So we've all heard of long bicycle races, right? This next one is a foot race. So those who like walking will really enjoy this one. There's a race that happened on this day in 1929, and it was from New York to San Francisco, and it was a foot race. So the foot race started on this day, and I asked my AI assistant how many miles it would be to walk it, and she came back 2,900 miles. And she also said it would take over 2 months to complete. I forget how long you would have to walk per day, but yeah, that's quite the hike. And I see Jack here is VA3 CDV, Jack's place. Sorry. Cal. Good evening, Cal, and welcome. I will add you to the net, sir.
Great, thanks, Chuck.
Well, since you're on the radio, come on in. Tell us what's new, what's happening.
Oh,
not a lot, Chuck. Just the usual. Busy with the Hamiltonian and all kinds of stuff. But other than that, just the usual week I'm having. Hope everything's well with you and everybody on frequency.
All right, Cal. Well, things are going as well as I can hope for at the moment. So outside of winning the lottery there, I couldn't I couldn't be doing better, I guess. Physically I could, but you know. Anyways, thank you so much for checking in, Jack, Jack's place, Cal. And what made you decide to? Did you choose that, or did YouTube choose that for you?
You know, I've always liked the name Jack, and so I bought a network server, and I had to give it a name, so I ended up calling it Jack's Place. So from there, I've been using that name from time to time.
Oh, okay, very good. Right on. Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. I like it too. All right, Cal. Anything else before I carry on and start the 7-3 round soon?
No, I'm good.
All right. Anyone else wishing to check in? Any last minute check-ins? Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Oh, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Mark, come on in, my friend. Are you on your way home?
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net. Yes, sir, I am. Just got home from work, Chuck. The HSR limo. Dog walk here, getting my arms lengthened. Chilly side, but not bad. And I've been listening here, doing it. Check in, my friend. Thanks to the master leisure. VA3MHB.
All right. I had to adjust my squelch there, Mark. I assume you're moving around, walking, so that's why. Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much for checking in on your walk and getting your arms lengthened, as you mentioned. So much appreciated there, Mark. Take care, my friend. Anything else?
No, just thanks for doing it. Everybody have a good rest of the week. Thanks for doing it. VA3MHB, back to net.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Mark. Anyone else? All right, so let's get to it. Where are we here on this day? On this day, yeah, that's right. There we are. All right, so we finished with the foot race. Let's go to 1937. German airship Hindenburg explodes in flames at Lakehurst, New Jersey, killing 35 of the 97 on board and 1 on the ground. 1937, when the Zeppelin blew up. Next, we have first sub 4-minute mile. In 1954, English athlete Roger Bannister becomes the first to run a sub 4-minute mile, recording 3.59.4 seconds at Iffley Road Track in Oxford. All right, then in 1957, we have the last broadcast of I Love Lucy on CBS TV. I used to love that show. Of course, I love the part where she's in the chocolate factory there, and the production line speeds up. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. All right, next in 1962, we have the first nuclear warhead is fired from a U.S. Polaris submarine called the USS Ethan Allen. On this day in 1966, the Rolling Stones released the single Paint It Black in the U.S., featuring prominent sitar music player are played by Brian Jones. And on this day, 1968, Columbia Records releases Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison, the first live album by the American singer-songwriter Johnny Cash, and it was recorded in January of that year in 1968, but it was released by Columbia Records on this day in 1968. All right, I wonder who else knows this, but in 1970, a gentleman by the name of Yuichiro Miura of Japan skis down Mount Everest. Now that's the quick way down. That's what I'd go for. That was in 1970. I don't recall hearing about that. I might have and forgotten about it. All right, next, 1979. American Fred Markham, 22 years old, sets a bicycle speed record of, get this, 81.8 kilometers per hour or 50.8 miles per hour over a 200-meter course. Wow. I think I can only go that fast going downhill. All right. Speaking of speed, in 1987, Mario Andretti sets a one-lap speed record at Indianapolis at 218.204 miles per hour. Speaking of the Indianapolis, it's coming up at the end of the month. I just made a contact for the special event for the Indy last night on, I don't know, 20 or 40 meters. And yeah, look out for those calls from Indianapolis. You can get a certificate if you get the three-peat, I believe. All right, let's go to 1988 now, and we have the Donut Gate incident. The 1988 Donut Gate incident is the New Jersey Devils coach, Jim Schofield, or Schoenfield, tells referee Don Koharski to eat another donut, you fat pig. And he is suspended. And that's what's known as the Donut Gate incident. All right, next we've got the latest wonder of the world. In 1994, Channel Tunnel linking Folkestone, England and Calais, France officially opens. So that was a feat of engineering from England to France under under the ocean, I guess, or the channel. Also on this day, 1994, comedian Bobcat Goldthwait sets fire to the guest chair on NBC's The Tonight Show. I must have missed. Oh, yeah, I missed that one. And yes, Wade, skiing and falling can look very similar. I agree. All right. On this day in 1996, the body of former CIA director William Colby is found washed up on a riverbank in southern Maryland 8 days after his disappearance. Yeah, CIA director, he knew too much. All right, then in 1997, we have the 12th Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. And we have the Bee Gees, Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the Jackson 5, Joni Mitchell, Parliament Funkadelic, really? The Rascals or the Young Rascals, and I don't even know these other ones. All right. Also in 1997, the NHL Hartford Whalers become the Carolina Hurricanes. I can't even keep up with these uh, expansion teams. All right. All right. It's been 24 years now. In 2002, entrepreneur Elon Musk founds SpaceX. And then in 2004, TV sitcom Friends airs the series finale of its 10th and final season in the U.S., attracting 52.5 million viewers. In 2013, on this day, Walmart becomes the largest company by revenue on the Fortune 500 list. In 2017, France bans too thin fashion models and makes labeling of digitally enhanced photos mandatory. Good for them, because there's some skinny women modeling out there trying to. All right, let's jump to 2023 now. The Canadian province Alberta declares a state of emergency over unprecedented wildfires. That was 2 years ago today. More than 100 wildfires that have forced the evacuation of 25,000 people. I haven't heard anything about fire season anywhere. It's way too cold. All right, and finally, on this day in 2023 also, we have the coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla at Westminster Abbey, London, the first monarch crowned in the UK in 70 years. All right, folks. Well, that's it for on this day. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and repeating it back to you. And with that, before I take the 7-3 round, let's see if we have any other last-minute check-ins for tonight's net. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Delta Juliet Zulu.
Victor Echo 3, Delta Juliet Zulu. Huey, how you doing? Come on in.
I've been doing good. I've just been pretty busy doing things, catching up on all the work here. But it's good to hear you doing your net, and I want to check in real fast to say hi. It's always a pleasure, Chuck.
All right. I believe Huey, you're on a portable.
Yes, I am. I'm on my bullpen right now. One of 100 radios.
Yes, I know. Okay, very good. For those of you who can't hear Huey, you'll have to go to my live stream on YouTube. And so with that, you just type in VA3CJZ and click on the live button, or you can check out all my videos there, as a matter of fact, a lot of them. So don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the channel. All right, so with that, Huey, you are in the log, and do you have anything else?
Nope, just want to say have a good night and a wonderful night. Thanks for doing the net, and hopefully it's going to be warmer days soon to come.
Yeah, I'm thinking next week, maybe the end of next week, I might start seeing some decent weather. And I'll finally be able to get the lawnmower going. Whew, I'm going to have to, yeah, it's going to be a workout. Okay, Huey, thanks again for checking in, my friend. Take care, and any other last-minute check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Well, look who drove into town all the way from his campgrounds just to check into the net. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
It's funny you should say that because my wife said, well,
maybe we'll go home today instead of tomorrow. I'm like, okay. But I ended up going to work on my vacation because I had to work on my truck, which took a little longer than expected because the new transfer case I just installed had a crack in it and it was leaking, so I had to fix that. But I'm driving home now, happy as a pig and you know what, and ready to head back up there and go play in the mud some more.
Oh yeah, how's things? How's things up there? Where do you go?
We're basically at Peacock Point. You drive to Hagersville and just pass
Oh,
and make
okay.
a left and drive to the water. It is very, very muddy up there. We've already had to pull out a motorhome that got stuck trying to get a site.
Ouch.
Got stuck in 3 different places, and another truck and trailer, and then another truck. So we've been busy up there having some fun.
All right. Everybody get your mutters on. Oh, geez. Had a uh, what is it? A house trailer stuck in the mud. Oh my. Yeah. Oh dear. That's why you always got to have good blocking.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, 25,000-pound motorhome with all 4 back wheels sunk up to the axle, and my son and I pulled them out.
Ah, very good. Very good. I remember one time being stuck at night um, in some mud in the middle of nowhere, basically. And I ended up throwing my biker jacket, uh, leather biker jacket, under the tire to help get some traction. And, well, it didn't ruin the jacket, but it got me out of the mud. And the jacket had a little bit of extra wear on it.
Yes. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do and sacrifice some things you like. Well, Chuck, thanks for picking me up. We'll let you carry on with the 7-3 round. Sorry I'm so late to the party, but at least I got to catch the last bit of it and say hello to everyone. I'll say my 7-3s now, and we'll catch everyone hopefully on the next one.
All right, Matt, thank you so much for checking in. And you can always play back the entire video, you and your wife, if you like to play along with the trivia that we did earlier. So hello to Mrs. Sierra Mike November, and enjoy your time back up at camp. Always nice to hear you, Matt. Take care.
Thank you very much, Chuck, and we'll definitely do our best to catch you on the next one. V3SMN, I'll be clear.
All right, Matt, just so you know, you're check-in number 19 tonight. That's where we're at. So with that, let's go up to the top of my list for the 7-3 round. Victor Echo 3, Bravo November Whiskey. Bill.
I'm still here. VA3 VNW. Sitting there watching the screen and making contacts. Last one was Greece. So, yeah, it's working well. Good show tonight there, Chuck. Great job as well. I'll talk to you later. VE3 VNW.
All right, Bill. Very good. Congratulations. And remember, I'm usually monitoring off and on this frequency throughout the day. And so if you want to give me a shout for testing or anything, by all means, you know where to find me. All right, next, shout out to Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Fox X-Ray from New York, who checked in earlier. Thank you so much. And next we have Mac. He always likes to get in early, so he knows if we're running late. If he's one of the first ones on the list, he can get out of Dodge after. VE3 India Mike Whiskey. Mac, you're up.
Well, you mixed up the 2 call signs, VE3 UW or VA3 IMW. Anyways,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
4 minutes past pumpkin time, but that's okay. I'll stretch the day for the AREG anytime. Anyways, thanks so much. Looking forward to everybody checking in with us tomorrow night on 446.125 for the Thursday night simplex edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Thanks again for doing this one, Chuck. Certainly appreciate it. Back to you.
Okay, yes, my apologies. I typed it in wrong. Absolutely. We've got Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey and Victor Echo 3 Uniform Whiskey. Again, congratulations on the two-letter call there, Mac. I might pull the trigger one of these late nights if there's something available that I like. But for now, we'll keep going with CJZ. Thanks a lot, Mac, for backing me up on the YouTube stream. I certainly appreciate it. And that's twice now that I think I've asked you to do that. And at the very last moment, I managed to solve the problem. But it's always nice to have a backup. Thanks, Mac. Have a good night.
VE3LBI.
VE3LBI, come on in.
I'm going to say my 7-3s now, Chuck. It's time for me to get the dog outside. So 7-3 everybody for the evening, and have a good night and a good rest of the week. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. VE3LBI.
Okay, Larry. Absolutely understand. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you on Friday at 8 p.m. on the VE3ZOE repeater. All right, next, let's see if Jeff is still around with us. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Quebec, Charlie. Wade is next. Victor Alpha 3, November, Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, I'm still here there, Chuck. Enjoy this net every week quite a bit, so thanks for doing it as always. And yeah, have a great week. Hopefully your back is on the mend. It sounds like it's moving in the right direction. Hopefully that continues, and look forward to doing this all again next week and talking to folks down the log in between. Thanks again, and 7-3, and yeah, I'll pick you up next time. VA3CJZ, VA3NC, I hope be clear.
Okay, Wade, you're sounding better already. So don't forget to drink some vitamin C and all that fun stuff there, as well as antihistamines and whatnot, if you take those. Thanks, Wade. We'll catch you next time. Take care and have a great rest of the week. Next, I'd like to give a shout out to Guy in Ottawa. I gave him a special call sign until just so I can add him to the log, and that's what John used to do, the founder of the AREG Net. That's VE3JSU, and he gave me a special call sign, and I think it had something to do along the lines of CFL, but I think the prefix was Victor Bravo 3, which is not even a suffix that's recognized. So VB3 Guy. You're in the log. Salut, mon cousin. Take care till next time. And also, Eddie in Japan, Juliet 3, Fox November Mike. Have a great day in Japan, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining me. And also, Wade, VE3, KDT, Noel. Thank you, Noel, for checking in. Much appreciated. And of course, Jack from Mississauga checked in earlier. VE3RUB. And then we had Rob, VE3 Golf November, as well as Albert, Victor Alpha 3 Bravo Tango. And then Larry already said goodbye. And then we have Debbie, VA3 Oscar Yankee Lima. Thanks for joining us, Eddie, Debbie. And next we have Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, I'm still here, and so 73 to everybody on frequency. Thanks for doing it there, Chuck, and Yeah, Eddie checked in with you again. That's great. The guy from Japan. Okay, 73 to everybody. V3PK.
All right, Rick, we'll be sure to catch you tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. on the frequency of 7.100 lower sideband for the Transprovincial Net Canadian Warplane Museum Edition. Uh, Hopefully, Marty will be up and running there as well. Okay, thanks, Rick. Let's see who's next here. We've got Mike, VE3 Echo Golf Echo.
Yeah, I'm still here. Thanks for running the net tonight there, Chuck. It's always interesting and fun, and hopefully catch up with you next week. And thanks again, PE3EGE, saying 73s to everyone out there.
Okay, Mike, same to you. Take care and have a great rest of the week. It is going to be gloomy, but we try and make the best of it. We know that it's just over the horizon. We're going to see some nice spring weather, although this year I think spring, as we know it, will be short lived. Next, let's see if Cal is still there. VA3CDV. All right, Mark, I don't know if he's still around, but let's see. VA3MHV.
VA3CJZ, VA3MHV. I'm still here, Chuck. Thank you for doing it, my friend. And thanks to the magic of YouTube, like I said earlier, I can review at my leisure. 7-3 to everybody. Have a good week. VA3MHV.
Absolutely, Mark. Take care, my friend. Thanks for your check-in. All right, let's see. Who is next here? We got Huey. If you got any last words, Huey, VE3DJZ. All right, we also spoke to Matt. So now my total, I forgot to add Eddie from Japan. Our new total is 20 check-ins. And so I want to say thank you to everyone who checked in with me via YouTube or on the radio. It was a pleasure doing this net as it is every week. And as always, I'll be here this time next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now. 7-3 all.